Whoa, Boston C here, above the sun.io, above the sun.io. What's going on, Luminators? You juggernauts, you're powerful and unstoppable. Just got back from the future, above the sun. Figure I'd come down and check a little news and see what's going on here below the sun. Markets are closed today. It's President's Day. Where's our pretendant in chief? Oh, sorry. I hope I didn't trigger you. So, but anyhow, it's all good. Have a sense of humor. Everybody's got a funny bone, right? Time to start exercising yours. Let's look at a couple of things I jotted down that jumped out at me. And the Bing chatbot is off the rails. Tells New York Times it would engineer a deadly virus and steal nuclear codes. Well, MSM journalists initially gushed over the artificial intelligence technology created by OpenAI, which makes Chat GPT. It soon became clear that it's not ready for prime time. And so I think it got put in timeout for now. Unless Illinois' Hobby Club believes the Pentagon shot down their $12 HICO balloon. Yes, it's a certain kind of balloon. The intelligence community's current assessment is that these three objects were most likely balloons tied to private companies, recreation or research institutions, studying weather or conducting other scientific research, Biden said Thursday. But now an Illinois-based hobby group, which uses $12 balloons with ham radios for a cheap high-altitude hobby, says the object shot down over Yukon territory on February 11th likely belongs to them. NSA whistleblower Edward Snowden also sees this as the likely scenario. I quote, Eddie. Please tell me the White House did not spend the month of February scrambling jets to fire $400,000 missiles at the local hobby club's $12. Yeah, mercy that, huh? Dad has a lot of mercy, though. Those who master artificial intelligence, synthetic biology, will be masters of the world. Klaus Schwab. Oh, this dude here. Yeah. Schwab cited technologies like AI, metaverse, cryptocurrencies, space tech, and synthetic biology that will change the world. Our life in 10 years from now will be completely different. You're right about that. You're right about that. And who masters those technologies in some way will be the master of the world, Schwab stated. Master of the world. Is your boss still believing that lie? U.S. Navy lifts COVID vaccine mandate for sailor deployment. Thanks for all the fellow above the sun luminators for observing what Papa Yahweh has been doing and joining him to release justice, judgment, grace, and mercy. Keep up the great effort, tribe. Love it. Here we go. New medical codes for COVID vaccination status raise concerns among experts. New medical diagnosis codes for COVID-19 immunization status have been added in the United States. One code is for being unvaccinated for COVID-19. Ooh, this is code Z28.310 is for being unvaccinated. Z28.311 is for being partially vaccinated. Z28.39 is for the other under immunization status. All fell under a new subcategory under immunization for COVID-19 status. Wonderaba shehiniki makwatandre haba yetako boshindara ha. About them apples. America's credit card debt just got declined. America, we got a credit card? Yeah, boss, let's see, we got a credit card. The U.S. economy runs on credit, you think? When America's credit engine sputters, so does the economy. And right now, we're majorly overdrawn. Banks are tightening lending standards for consumer loans, a reliable leading indicator for an economic recession. Over the last 12 months, the percent of U.S. banks reporting an increased willingness to make new consumer loans has plunged deep into negative territory. Over the past year, as inflation has eroded incomes, the consumer savings rate has plummeted to a record low of just 2.2%. In a recent survey, 64% of Americans reported that they are living paycheck to paycheck. As a result, they've turned to plastic, racking up a record $930 billion in total credit card debt, up by nearly $200 billion since 2020. But with defaults on the rise and banks pulling back on lending, this source of spending is now drying up. Typically, American consumers take out roughly $20 billion to $30 billion in new credit card debt each month. In December, that figure fell to just $7.2 billion. Well, I'll just say that Boston C is getting out of all debt other than just a mortgage, good interest rate, locked in 30 years, lock and loaded. Yeah. But other than that, this is the year, tribe, that just reduce expenses and get out of debt, right? Great feeling. So, lastly, after school Satan Club provokes parent outrage. A Virginia-based school board is considering revising its policies on after-school clubs following conflict over a new after-school Satan Club. Surprised. What a bonehead he is. Satan. All right, let's move on. Last thing, what do we got? Markets are closed today. River Sound. This Friday, we're having Michelle Spires. I don't know a lot about her, but I hear she's really good at what she does. And she wrote a little thing for our newsletter last week, so I'm going to learn more about her, just as you are. And her website, let me scroll down the bottom, and I'll just read this short thing. We'll let you get back to your day, okay? All right, encompasslife.com, encompasslife.com. And you also can get her on Facebook as well. And Michelle Spires, and she basically said the words, "I'm sorry." How many times have you used these words? I bet you were required to use them as a child. Take a moment and say them out loud to yourself a few times. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Feel the heaviness in your shoulders? Yeah. Your gut? Yeah. Is your head dropping? What is the feeling coming up for you? Somewhere in there, you'll find shame. Yeah, that's good. Yep, agreed with that. I am sorry is also a decree about your state of being. You are decreeing that you are sorry, low down, good for nothing, sucker now and moving forward. In times where you've felt sorry, you tend to reach out full of love or tuck yourself away and sulk or pout. My guess, from plenty of experience, in parentheses, is you separate yourself from others until you've done your penance or start to feel better about yourself. Guess what? People do this with Father on a regular basis. They separate themselves, and yet Scripture says nothing can separate us from Him and His love. This means if we feel separate, in parentheses, or put ourselves in timeout, it's just an illusion. This perceived separation is what has people repeat a pattern over and over again. There is actually a chemical cocktail, hormones, released in the body that has the pattern lock into the pathways of the brain. Great news is it's just an illusion. In other words, shame acts like glue and has people repeat a pattern over and over in their lives until they remember their union. What a beautiful design this repeating pain pattern is to wake us up to who we are and how our union with Him. We are so loved and cherished. Now for the language upgrade. Instead of saying, I'm sorry, say the words, I apologize. I apologize for that. It feels better. What happens in your body now? Feel good. A little peace. Like a chill pill, like I'm really sincere about what I just said. Right? It feels a little different. I'm gonna go with that. I trust Michelle in this one. Now you're beginning to relax, your posture straightens. I apologize is an action. It's about taking accountability and moving to a new action you enjoy the results of and feel proud of. He's proud of you. It's about time you join him. I agree with that. So I want to let it settle there. Stay in the way, Loomies. Stay in the path. Love you soon. Until next time.